You guys gotta stop bringing up the Iron Man Home Depot scene and the cave scene. That's not the point of Riri's question. That's not the point that she's trying to make. No one's saying that Tony Stark is not a genius. Obviously, Tony Stark is a genius. Obviously, he's a genius. He's super, super intelligent. I'm sure that even without the money being raised and helping him with his education as a kid, I'm sure he'd still be super, super smart. But he wouldn't be the Tony Stark we know. He wouldn't. Riri is a struggling maker who wants to build projects and work on things and make the world a safer place and continue Mr. Stark's legacy, as she says. But she just can't snap her fingers and have all the materials and manufacturing process to be able to do those things in the way that Tony can. Like, Tony just on a whim, and Iron Man too, he's like, oh, I need a new element? Let me order millions and millions of dollars worth of things just so I can maybe see if this potentially works. And also, like, demolish my multi-million-dollar mansion and do all these things because I'm Iron Man and I'm rich and I can do that. And that's what makes him cool. That's what makes Iron Man really, really cool, is his intellect with his smarts. But his money helps him, dude. Like, I don't know why this is a debate. Obviously, Tony's smart, but his money is what enables him to be able to do things. I'm sure Riri is incredibly smart. Peter Parker is incredibly smart. But without money and without funding, you can't do everything you want to do. But Tony is privileged in the sense that he can have funding for it. And he uses that in the best ways possible. He ends up being a hero. He ends up sacrificing himself. He spends his entire life after realizing, what his money was coming from to try and help people and make it a better thing and continue his legacy by giving the fund, like in Civil War when he's like, we're going to be funding all your projects, because he knows that's important. Tony is privileged and can afford those things. Riri can't. She just can't. She doesn't have that money. Like most people, they don't have that money. But she has all these ideas and all these things she wants to do, and she just doesn't have the money. And so obviously he has an advantage. That's all it is. That's all the point that she's making, is that Tony had an advantage and that she's having to work overtime. And it's just she even says no shade. There's not meant to be any disrespect towards Tony. He's really cool and he's incredible. He used it for all the good in the world. Everybody loves Iron Man. Everyone's being so defensive, as if I'm bashing Iron Man, as if I don't love the character. Guys, you gotta stop thinking about the question literally. She's just saying that she doesn't have the money to fund her projects in the way that Iron Man does, and she has to work overtime for that, like most people do. Oh, yeah. I love Iron Man. I'm not hating on Iron Man. So stop.